Alright everyone, welcome back again. Unable to breathe properly, I stand there and glare at Shinji's distant figure. He must really like how I'm acting. Shinji spreads his arms exaggeratedly and laughs aloud in the red hallway.
そうだとも。お前がやってきたのが分かったんでね。すぐに結界を発動させたんだ。タイミングには苦労したんだぜ。何しろあんまり早すぎると逃げられるし、遅すぎると顔を合わせるからさ。僕としちゃエミヤが顔面蒼白になるのを見たかったわけだし、単純に事を起こすのだけは避けたかったんだ。
そうか。話があるっていうのは嘘か。
話はこれからさ。僕とお前どちらが優れているか遠坂に思い知らせないといけないし、エミヤには嘘の謝罪をしないといけないからね。ほら、エミヤには黙ってたけど、学校に結界を敷いたのは僕なんだ。
Shinji laughs cheerfully. That makes me realize from the bottom of my heart.
あれ？思ったより驚かないな。なんだ、この結界は僕じゃないって言ったのにエミヤは信じてくれなかったんだ。いいねいいね、お前でも人を信じないなんてことがあったわけだ。
His laugh drills into my skull. I'll make this clear, but I'm surprised enough. I was only prepared for the discovery that the master who constructed the boundary field was either Shinji or this other master. That's all. This is the result of the optimistic view. Back then, as soon as I figured out Shinji was a master, I should have settled this matter. So this is my mistake.
シンジ、なんでこんなものを仕掛けた？戦う気がないって言ったのも嘘だったのか？
いや、それは本当なんじゃない？僕だってこんなものを発動させる気はなかったんだ。これはあくまで交渉材料だったんだよ。爆弾を仕掛けておけば遠坂だっておいそれと僕を襲わなくなるし、万が一の切り札にもなるからね。
そうか。だが結界の発動にはまだ数日必要だと遠坂は言ってた。それ
遠坂らしい意見だけどさ、結界は完成していないだけで形はとっくにできているんだぜ。単純に発動させる分には支障はないんだ。ま、おかげで効果は薄いけどね。この分じゃ一人殺すのにあと数分はかかるんじゃないかな。
止めろ。
The nausea has already gone away. I say so staring directly at Shinji.
止めろ？何をだい？まさかこの結界を止めろだなんて言ってるんじゃないだろうな。一度起こしたものを止めるなんてそんなもったいないことできないな、僕は。
止めろ。お前、自分が何をしているか分かってるのか？
イラつくな。お前、何僕に命令してるわけ？だいたいさ、これは僕の力じゃないか。止めるかどうかを決められるのは僕だけだし、止めてほしかったら土下座くらいするのが筋ってもんじゃないの？まったく、藤村といいお前といい、自分の立場が分かってないな。
おい、藤姉がどうしたって？
ねえ？ああ、藤村ね。この結界ができてからさ、あいつ結構動けたんだよ。他の連中がバタバタ倒れてるっていうのに一人でヨロヨロしてるんだぜ。でさ、倒れずにいた僕のところまでやってきて救急車を呼んでとか言ってきたんだ。すごいよね、教育者の鏡ってやつ。けどそんなもの呼ぶわけにはいかないし、呼ぶ気もないじゃない。藤村のやつ、それでもしがみついてくるもんだからうざくなってさ、蹴り飛ばしてやったらピクリとも動かねえでやんの。
Oh, sure, you gotta hit him again, man.
あの分じゃ真っ先に死んだんじゃねえのあいつ。
I've switched over completely. Tosaka said something about pushing a switch in my head, but it's not like that. A hammer strikes in my head, and the inside of my body completely changes.
最後は結界を止めろシンジ。
わからないやつだね。お前に頼まれれば頼まれるほど止めたくなんてなくなる。そんなに気に食わないんなら力ずくでやってみろよエミヤ。
そうか。なら話は簡単だ。
So basically, I need to stop him before I can stop this boundary field. My body leaps. My body's burning like a fire. There's less than 20 meters between me and Shinji. For me right now, that will only take an instant. My body's full of energy vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted in me.
本当にバカだねお前。
The shadow wiggles. The shadow set on the corner of the hallway starts to take form and move. A sharp edge made of black, like a guillotine to cut anything that approaches Shinji. I don't know what kind of magic it is. There are 3 shadows, with that number. This one is going to require a semblance of thought. There's no need to stop. I can't block it myself. You know what? Brave through it. There's no need to stop. No matter how strong it may be, it's useless if it can't hit me. The 3 sharp edges approach me.
バカはお前だシンジ。
An attack like this is easily avoidable compared to Saber's attack. I passed through the opening between the 3 shadows. I felt no threat in the shadows, so there's no problem. Saber has taught me that if it doesn't make me sense death, I should not hesitate.
シンジ。
I close in on him. There are no shadows to protect him. A few more steps. If I close 3 more meters, I can...
やめろ来るな。
Shinji runs away. The instant I reach out to his back, I feel a chill run through my whole body, and I quickly withdraw my extended arm. Something cuts through the air. A sharp black edge cuts through the space I was in a moment ago. I stop. I don't know where it came from, but in front of me is a woman in black who makes even the red seem faint. Yeah, Ryder was gonna show up eventually. My mind stops in fear. I'll be killed. I don't want to think about it, but an image in my head being ripped off pops into my head. This is a sense of death that the previous shadows cannot even compare to.
いいぞライダー。遠慮するな。そいつはお前の好きにしていい。
Ryder's figure becomes vague. I beat her before I get beaten. I'm pretty sure Shiro can't match to a servant. Let's play it safe. I can't match her. I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make sure you stop the boundary field. After that. Ooh. I desperately retreat, not knowing what's going on. My vision turns white from fear. And I don't even know what I'm scared of. But I raise my hand, still not knowing what's going on, and block my neck. A sharp object is thrust into my arm. The dull sound that scrapes my bone tells me I will be killed next. I run. I don't even have time to turn my back. I cover only my vitals with my hands and retreat desperately. The sound of cutting echoes through the hallway. Ugh. With an annoying sound, the sharp object cuts my body apart. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Beyond it is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see. Yo, Shiro's getting messed up. Every time I get cut, a voice that doesn't seem like my own escapes my mouth. but I still continue desperately to retreat, saving my life from numerous fatal blows. I don't know what I'm doing. My arm is blocking Ryder's dagger. My clothes are ripped apart and my flesh is as well. But it must still be working as a shield as it desperately blocks the blows coming at my neck, forehead, and heart. Force of will is not there. My body reacts to Ryder's blow purely from not wanting to die. I'm already out of breath. I'm only running because I'm being hurried by the presence of death in front of me. I'll just run out of strength, get caught, and die. That's why she told me. She told me not to fight against servants and that I would be no match for them. Even though I listened to her. Why? What am I doing now? I have to catch Shinji quickly and have him remove the boundary field, so what am I doing?
何してるんだライダー。もういいだろう。さっさと切り殺しちゃえよ。どうせ何もできないんだからさ、そいつは。
Shinji's voice is filled with triumph. Nodding, Ryder swings her dagger in a large arc. A blow directed at my head. I cannot dodge it. All I can do is stop it hitting from a fatal point. The dagger stabs me in the shoulder, right below my collarbone. A loud metallic sound and the cluck of a tongue. What is this? The end of Ryder's dagger is breaking apart.
驚いた。私の刃物では殺せない。
Ryder stops. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening.
なら、落ちて死になさい。
I feel an impact like being hit with a sledgehammer, and I'm knocked out the window. Oh crap. I only took a roundhouse kick to the stomach, but that blows my body away and I'm thrown out the window. It's the 3rd floor. I should die from loss of blood even without anything, so falling from this height should finish me off. No, I should have died the moment I received the blow that flung me a few dozen meters. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or it's just an illusion. No, buddy, you're gonna die if you're not careful. My body is still in the air. I reach out my arm as if to cling onto something. The sky is red. The school building is throbbing as if it's the stomach of a living thing. Am I going to die overlooking something like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Am I going to die selfishly, unable to save anybody? I grit my teeth in vain. I cannot beat her. I cannot even be a match. I knew that, but I made a mistake. I don't care about the pain in my body. I'm just going insane from the anger. This is the result of saying I can handle things myself and saying I won't let Saber fight. Do you have all this time to think about this as you're falling? I was the stupid one. I can't save anyone by myself. If I really wanted to end this war, there was just one thing to do from the beginning. He said it. If I am to not fight anybody, not kill anybody, or not let anyone kill, that if I realize I was wrong, I should decide what to correct and what to punish. And so, on my arm, reaching out as if to grab the heavens, is the command spell waiting for my order. Oh, hell yeah! Nope, we're summoning her. Let's go. I murmur as if praying. I don't care about my life, but only to stop the cause of this.
Koi! Saber!
With all my might, I call for my sword. A command spell disappears, and at the same moment, a winding occurs in space. It must have been sorcery, because Saber in her silver armor shoots forth from it as if breaking through the ripple in space. Yes! I fall to the ground on my back. My breath stops. My organs will explode from the impact. A few of my ribs must have broken or at least cracked. But still, my body did not break apart and my bloody arms are still attached.
シロ、
Saber runs towards me. Forcing my numb arms and legs, I manage to stand up to show her I'm alright.
説明している暇はない。 状況はわかるなセイバー。
待ってくださいシロ。それはわかりますが、その前にあなたの体を。
ライダーを頼む。あいつはお前でしか倒せない。
いけません。シロの治療が先です。このままではあなたが死ぬ。
それは違う。先にやるべきことがあるだろう。
Forget about me, as we have to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. Nothing takes priority over that.
ですが、それでは。
Saber is stubbornly worried about my body. I would be lying if I said I wasn't happy about it. But we don't have time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to, I'll just have to use my second command spell. My determination must have got through to her. Saber accepts my decision.
わかりました。マスター、指示を。
ライダーを倒せ。俺はシンジを叩く。
There's no hesitation in Saber now. She nods silently and runs to the school building like the wind. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. I can tell from the command spell's reaction that Shinji is still on the 3rd floor. The instant I get to the 3rd floor, sparks fly out.
ライダーか。
I couldn't see it, but Saber must have seen Ryder attacking from above and deflected her attack.
シロ、ライダーはここで倒します。あなたはライダーのマスターを。
She doesn't need to tell me. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. That's something I'm sure of from fighting Ryder and knowing even a little about her power. Saber's power vastly exceeds that of Ryder.
任せた。だが深追いはするな。シンジを止めればそれで終わる。
I pass Saber and run. Ryder's dagger instantly comes to kill me and Saber attacks to deflect it along with Ryder. I run through the hallway. In front of me is Shinji, completely flustered.
さすがに手ぶらじゃ不利か。
A long object that can serve as a weapon, like the mop in this locker.
トレースオン。
I pass my magical energy through it as I run. Perhaps I don't have any other thoughts or I don't have enough energy to do anything else, but I strengthen the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. The shadow moved. Even though I'm hurt so badly, I don't feel any sluggishness in my body. And on top of that, I have a weapon now. So, I don't even need to dodge them now. I smack away all the shadows attacking me using the mop. The mop breaks, but that's to be expected from a weapon so hurriedly constructed. And besides, there's no need for anything like that when I'm this close.
シンジ
I punch him straight on. Yeah! What I'm talking about. My slashed arm hurts so much that it almost knocks me unconscious. I punch Shinji in the stomach and drive him against the wall.
この
Shinji reaches out to fling my arms off. I kick his arms away without hesitation. Even I can't control myself. I take the arm that I kicked and ram it against the wall and break it. That's what you get, dude. I can't hear Shinji scream too clearly. Crap. I'll faint if I let my guard down. I have to hurry while my body can still move. I grab Shinji's hair and push him up against the wall.
悲鳴は後だ。今すぐ結界を止めろ、シンジ。ふざけるな。誰がお前なんかの。
I take my other arm and grab his throat. Drips. The blood soaked into my clothes stains Shinji's body.
なら、結界の前にお前の息の根を止めるだけだ。どっちでもいいぞ、俺は。早く決めろ。
I put power into the hand that's grabbing his throat. It must be because of the magical energy flowing through my body. I feel like I'd be able to break his neck.
でたらめだ。お前にそんなことできるもんか。それに僕はまだ誰も殺してないぞ。ただみんなから少しだけ命を分けてもらっただけ。
わかった。じゃあな、シンジ。
I tighten my grip. There's no hesitation, just a little sympathy. It's because Shinji wasn't taught the basic rules of Magi that there's no problem with killing other Magi.
待ってくれ、分かった。僕の負けだ、エミヤ。結界はすぐに止めるから。
I loosen my grip on his throat.
くそ、バカ力出しやがって。
お、マスターの命が危ないんだぞ。
There's no response from Ryder, but Saber takes a step back from Ryder with those words. Ryder lowers her dagger and moves her lips slightly.
これでいいんだろう。この結界は特殊らしくてね、一度貼った場所にはそう簡単に貼り直せないらしい。もうここに結界を貼ることはないんだから、その手を離せよ。
そうはいくか。勝った以上はこっちの言い分に従ってもらう。シンジ、レイジを捨てろ。そうすれば二度と争うこともない。
ふざけるな。そんな真似ができるもんか。レイジがなくなったらライダーを従えられない。そうなったら僕は
マスターでなくなるんだろう。なら信徒の教会に行けばいい。戦いから降りたマスターを保護してくれるそうだからな。それとも何か、身を守るために結界を張ったっていうのは嘘か。
別にそんなこと言ってないだろう。僕はただマスターになってサーバントを従えていれば。
He thought he'd be able to be a magus? But what would be the point even if he became one?
ここまでだ、シンジ。レイジを捨てないのなら俺が剥ぎ取る。
剥ぎ取る？
It's funny because I was thinking the same thing. If he wouldn't give it up, I was gonna cut that off. Shinji questions it like it's a real mystery. He's not faking it. He seems he really doesn't understand what I'm saying.
いや、だから。
シロ、離れて。
Saber's voice. Maybe it's the result of training at the dojo, but my body reacts to Saber's voice before my brain. I let go of Shinji and jump back. And at the same time, Ryder's dagger swung through the space I used to occupy.
ライダー。
下がりなさい、マスター。この場から離脱します。
シロ、下がって。ライダーは結界維持に使っていた魔力を全て解放するつもりです。
魔力を解放する？
In the school? Looking at Ryder, she certainly seems strange. Like the way she appeared here instantly when she was confronting Saber, and the chill she's releasing. Her pressure is much stronger now.
ライダー、何考えてんだお前。エミヤのサーバントにさえ勝てないくせに勝手なことしてんじゃない。
はい。確かに私ではセイバーに及びません。ですがご安心を。我が宝具は他のサーバントを凌駕しています。たとえ相手が何者であろうと、我が失踪を妨げることはできぬ。
Ryder raises her dagger. Everyone here lets out a voice of surprise. For some reason, Ryder takes her dagger to her neck and... we didn't need to see that. Slashes it in one breath. Fresh blood splatters around. Blood gushes out from the neck of the black-garbed Ryder.
何を？
Even her master Shinji's surprised at her actions. Even if servants are beyond human, that wound is fatal. Ryder will lose large amounts of blood and will just disappear. But that's just a needless worry for people who know nothing. Uh-oh. That splattered blood stops in the air and slowly forms a circle. It's a magic circle drawn in blood. A pattern I've never seen before. A creature-like figure that looks creepy. A big lump of magical energy created by Ryder. The boundary field Ryder was supporting until now seems small compared to this. The huge amount of magical energy must be leaking. My body is pushed back as if blown by a strong wind.
シロ、離れて。ライダーは宝具を使う気です。そこにいては巻き込まれる。
Saying so, Saber pulls my body away by force. Protecting me, Saber confronts Ryder's magic circle.
逃げるつもりか、ライダー。自身のマスターをも巻き込むというのなら、ここで引導を渡すだけだ。
まさかマスターを守るのがサーバントの役割でしょ。私はマスターを連れて逃げるだけよ。それが気に食わないのなら追ってきなさい、セイバー。もっともこれを見た後でもあなたに戦う気迫が残っていればの話ですが。
I hear a throbbing. With a sound like flesh wrenching open, Ryder's hair whirls up and... Whoa.
シロ、かがんで。
Dragged by Saber, I fall to the ground. A loud sound and a flash. I close my eyes at the raging wind. But even with my eyes closed, I'm forced to feel it. Something white passes by. I feel like something is blazing through the hallway with great speed like a giant arrow of light. Holy crap. When I raise my head, the scene in front of me is the remains of cruel destruction. Shinji and Ryder have disappeared. The light just now wasn't aimed at us, but was probably just to escape from here. My wounds hurt. The firing hammer that was pulled inside me is released. The heat flowing through me quickly fades away.
シロ、
I can't hear Saber's questions anymore. In that manner, my consciousness falls into white darkness. I'm having that dream. Maybe this is the image of death for me. The closer I get to death, the more the scene that I don't want to see revives in my head. A mountain of corpses. People crumbling away. A time when everyone wishes for help, yet none received any. That was painful. It was so painful that even living was painful. And I even thought I would be at ease if I just disappeared. With a faint consciousness, I reached out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought that the sky was a long way away. In my last moments, that's what I thought. And then, my mind faded away, and the raised hand fell to the ground. No, it should have fallen to the ground. A big hand grasped the falling hand. That person came into the fire to save anybody and found me. I remember that face. A figure of a man, with tears welling in his eyes, delighted from the bottom of his heart that he has found someone alive. Just because he looked so happy. I even thought he was the one that was saved, not me. So, looking enviable even in my dying eyes, the man saved an unfamiliar child as if thanking something. That was the turning point. My weakness accepting death turned into a strength of a desire to live. The mind that could not think of anything was filled with joy of being saved. I moved my fingers with all my might so as to not let go of the man's hand, and lost consciousness. After that, I was in a hospital when I came to, and I received a visit from the man who saved me. That was 10 years ago. Since then, Emiyashiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. It's just because I could not forget his face at that time, and I tried to acquire that illusion. I ran aiming to be like that. Somewhere in my mind, I didn't want to realize. That's right. That one day, hoping about how much I would be saved if I could smile the way Kiritsugu did back then. I generally tend to enjoy Shiro's flashbacks just because it gives you brief glimpses of his adopted father Kiritsugu and how he's the very reason why Shiro acts the way he does presently. When I open my eyes, I'm in my familiar living room. The sound of the clock is awfully loud. I seem to be sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, both of them are wrapped in bandages.
外暗いな。
I push myself up. The clock says it's already past 10 p.m.
外暗いなじゃないわよこの恩知らず。目が覚めたらまず言うべきことがあるんじゃない？
遠坂。なんだ、いたのか。
いたのかじゃないわよ。あんたの真横でずっと看病してやってたのに随分な態度じゃない。
I see. I've done something bad.
すまない。どうも頭が固まってる。うまく物事を考えられないんだが、とにかくありがとう、登坂。またお前の世話になっちまった。